It doesn't matter whether I'm talking to clients or agents. Some of the questions I get are crazy. So in this video, I want to cover the overarching insurance industry explained.
Look, insurance sucks. I'll just make it suck less.
What's going on? My name is Brad Hannon, and I created this channel specifically to help agents like yourself polish their skills, make more sales, and ultimately make more money out there helping the individuals that need it most. Listen, insurance is an extremely confusing topic, right? I think we can all relate. I was on the phone with a guy the other day. He said, I don't know, sure, yep, sign me up with this one because I don't understand it either. I said, I don't either, sir. I'm just reading from a script. Clearly, it was a joke. And he got a kick out of it. He was a trucker. He was driving down the road, and I gave him a laugh, which is super important when you're talking about insurance, right? I've said it before. I'll say it again. The best thing, and it's not mine. My mentor, Dave Albero, actually is his name. He might enjoy the shout out. I'll send this to you later, Dave. But he always told me one thing. It's stuck with me forever, forever and ever. 7 years later, forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. The best thing to talk about when you're selling insurance is anything but insurance, right? Maybe that's why it's such a confusing topic, because everyone's out there selling it without actually talking about it, right? You're just like, yep, this is the one. Okay, sign the dotted line, done, cool. Never really understood it. Well, in this video, I'm going to do the best that I can to break down the insurance industry, right? Not from the client perspective. If you are a client, I'll give it to you simpler. If you are a consumer of insurance, I'll give it to you quite simply. Work with a broker that knows what they're talking about, that can show you and shop all of your options, right? And that's not going to sell you something you don't necessarily need, or talk about an insurance policy like it's the best thing since sliced bread, right? Insurance sucks. We just make it suck less. Give us a call. Give my team a call, and we will help you out, right? We'll drop the email, shoot us an email, drop a comment right here. I'll reach out. We'll be able to help you. But this is specifically for agents. I was on the phone today with a captive agent, right? This individual had been in the industry for about 7 years, actually. I know him from way back when, and he's a captive agent. And basically, he had asked me some questions, and I was like, man, 7 years in this business, and you don't know what the industry outside of your world looks like. So this is dedicated to brand new agents that are looking to get into insurance, captive agents who don't know what the world outside of their own captive outfit looks like. This is dedicated to Medicare agents. It doesn't matter. It's dedicated to those who maybe don't understand, because one of the things that I've done and dedicated myself to over the last 7 years is learning the business, right? Learning the entire business structure, things that go on behind the scenes, distribution, all of it, right? Whether it comes from just selling or running an agency, or paying commissions or whatever. I always wanted to know as much as I could about everything, right? And I'm still learning a ton, but here's my best shot at kind of breaking down the industry as a whole, right? So at the top, you've got carriers, right? Carriers have products. It's pretty simple. Those products can be attained by agents one of two ways, right? Typically, you could either go to the carrier and you could say, hey, listen, my name is Joe Smo. I've never sold insurance before, looking to maybe sell your products. Can you hook me up with a contract? And maybe, depending on the carrier, you're going to get a contract. A lot of carriers, though, will not work with you because you don't have proven production, you don't have a track record, you don't have a history, and that's a risk for the carrier, right? They could find themselves in a lawsuit because you sold something that you didn't know how to sell or weren't trained. There's no barrier between you and the insurance carrier, right? So the first way that you can get a contract to sell those products is directly with the carrier. Many carriers will contract you directly with experience, some without experience. And, going directly to the carrier is a great way to do business if you know everything, and, right, if you already know everything and you have your own marketing, finances, whatever, to run advertising, to, brand your business, to get out there in the local community and be an expert at whatever it is you're selling or whatever space you're in, right? So going direct to the carrier is great for a certain type of person. However, majority of people, I would say far more people than actually are doing this, would go under what you call an IMO/FMO, right? An IMO, FMO, basically it's a marketing organization that already has the agreement with the insurance carrier, right? The insurance carrier is up here, the IMO, FMO are down here, right? So it's a hierarchy, it's vertical, and the FMO falls in line under the carrier. Usually that FMO or IMO is getting what we call top comp, right? We see this posted usually with like a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. I actually posted something the other day regarding top comp, right? In the ACA space, we're going to make some super big waves and maybe too big, tsunami style waves. But we're really excited about what we're doing in the ACA space. But I mentioned we offer top comp. In quotes or in whatever you call these things, proof of production will be required, right? I don't believe that it does anybody any good to go after that top comp if you don't have the production or the wherewithal to, basically be self-sufficient at that level. Many agents want top comp, but they also want top level support, okay? You're not going to get top support if you're eating up all of the margin. Let's just talk about it quite simply, right? So you're a field agent. You're going through an IMO FMO. If you're honest with that IMO and FMO, and you say, "Hey, I do $100,000 in premium a month, this, that, and the other," they're going to place you where they feel like is best, right? With probably some room to grow upwards, but maybe not very, very bottom because you're not a rookie, brand new, starting out agent. Okay, you're somewhere in the middle. But because they have this spread, let's say between 10 and 1, we'll just call it, right? You've got 10 being the top, 1 being the very bottom, like rookie agent. If I'm giving out a 10, okay, we'll just call it a 10. That's the top. If I'm giving out a 10, I'm making literally pennies on your sales. So I'm hoping, or I'm justifying that level with a lot of production, right? Because you're going to write 10 million versus this other guy writing 1 million. And so you're going to get the higher level and you don't need as much support, right? In theory. Okay. Now, certain times you're getting top comp and you're getting a ton of support because you do have the volume to justify it. But what I am saying is that if you're working with an IMO, FMO, it's good to just be honest and say, "Hey, listen, I've got this many agents. I'm not fluffing my numbers. This is what it is. I want the best deal I can possibly, but I need support in marketing. I need support in this. I need support in that," whatever it might be, right? Maybe you're not set up to pay commissions. Your IMO, FMO has to pay those commissions for you to your agents. That costs them money, a lot of money. So you've got to factor these things in. But kind of back to my point here, 2 ways to get contracts, either directly through the carrier or an FMO, IMO. I guess there is a third way, okay? And I don't say I guess, really there's a third way. And this is probably the best way to go about it, because when it comes, if you don't want to be totally self-sufficient, if you don't want to run all your own marketing, if you don't want to, basically start an agency from scratch with no support, okay? Because even IMO, FMOs, their support is usually like this. It's, "Yeah, we can support you. How much money you need?" Right? They're going to throw money at their problems sometimes in the form of bonuses or marketing money or so on and so forth. Carriers will do the same, but they're not going to train your agents for you. They're not going to train you. Some IMO, FMOs will give you some training and support, but the real ones, okay, like because everybody calls himself an FMO these days, but the real top level IMO, FMOs are not going to, run your agency for you. I'm careful with my words here because they will offer trainings. They will offer some support. The greatest ones will do a whole bunch for you, probably more than they even should. But where you should really fit in, if you're kind of a mid-level, rookie level, just getting started, you don't want to start a scratch agency, you want to plug into a system that works, and you want to learn from somebody that's doing it just a little bit or a lot better than where you're at currently, is you plug in with an agency partner, right? Or you plug into an agency, either as an agent or a sub-agency, okay? If you have a big goal to start an agency and grow that agency, there is nothing wrong with starting that agency within another agency that has good comp, good structure, good mentorship, good training, okay? And learning and growing within that organization until potentially one day you outgrow it, right? And that will happen if you're, doing everything you can. So this question or this topic came up because the question was asked to me, well, I don't know what's I just need products to sell. Okay. Not happy where he's at. needing some new products, just wants to be plugged in with a new organization and pretty lost, right? So he said, well, I don't know what I really need, but I just need products to sell, don't know where to get them. So the answer is you would get them directly with a carrier, you would get them through an IMO, FMO, or you would get them through an agency partner. Agency partner being probably the best hands-on learning mentorship opportunity. You'll take a slight adjustment in your comp more than likely because they're not going to offer you top comp. They may not even be at top comp themselves, but they do know how to run a business, grow a business, and help you where you need help. So don't go out there and try to start the next IMO, FMO with no experience and no major production. Plug in where it makes sense, and somebody's going to somewhat hold your hand and teach you the ways of this business, because it's a beautiful industry and there are some plaguing issues that we're getting rid of. But other than that, it's an amazing industry. I'm super thankful. Look forward to continuing to grow. If anything in this video spoke to you, please drop a comment. I'd love to hear it. Love to hear from you directly. Reach out. Let's stay connected.
I'm a health insurance hustler. Bradley Hannon's the name. I'm here to teach these agents how to play the game. I'm a health insurance hustler. One thing you should know about me. I'm a health insurance hustler. BradHannon.com.